Caitlin Clark back captured by Indiana Fever cameras, and this time with another new teammate, Brianna Turner.
Caitlin Clark, bang, as expected. Bree Turner not doing anything outside the paint again.
Angel Reese just saw Brianna Turner training with Caitlin Clark, and her reaction? It's a mix of shock, betrayal, and pure comedy. What did she say? Let's just say popcorn is needed because this is juicier than you think. Angel Reese, the self-proclaimed queen of the court, has never been one to shy away from theatrics. Whether it's a hard foul, a dramatic post-game interview, or a Twitter meltdown that rivals a reality TV reunion, she's got it all covered. Chicago Sky fans have learned to expect the unexpected. One minute, she's flexing on opponents. The next, she's in her feelings over, well, just about anything. But this was next-level entertainment.
Clark cross the body, pass down the lane, little curl, shot.
The moment Reese caught wind of Brianna Turner running drills with Caitlin Clark, it was as if she discovered her best friend had RSVP'd to an enemy's birthday party. Betrayal, disrespect, treason. And in classic Reese fashion, she made sure everyone knew exactly how she felt. Loud, unfiltered, and impossible to ignore. The woman turns everything into a soap opera, and honestly, at this point, somebody needs to hand her an Emmy. But let's be real. Was this truly about Turner working out with Clark? Or was this just another case of Reese needing the spotlight like oxygen? Because let's not pretend Reese hasn't spent the last year making Clark her favorite topic, whether it's snarky comments, sideline glares, or conveniently timed social media posts. The rivalry is fun, sure, but at what point does it go from competitive fire to just plain obsessed?
Brianna Turner was being interviewed, and this is what she said.
I'm really excited. I followed a lot of these players throughout their college careers and professional career.
Meanwhile, Turner and Clark were out there minding their business, actually putting in work, while Reese was busy stirring the pot like a reality show villain. Someone check the WNBA schedule, because that Chicago Sky versus Indiana Fever matchup just got really personal. And just when Reese thought she had the squad all figured out, Brianna Turner decided to pack her bags and head straight for Indiana. That's right, Turner, once a reliable presence in Reese's orbit, is now suiting up alongside none other than Caitlin Clark. Oh, the irony. One minute, they were teammates, sharing huddles and defensive assignments, and the next, Turner was out there running pick and rolls with the very player Reese can't seem to stop talking about.
Honestly, it wasn't overwhelming. My favorite thing, which is finally getting mail, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm getting mail. Like, I felt so cool.
Now, let's not pretend this is just some routine roster move. Turner's decision to link up with Clark in Indiana might as well have been a scene straight out of a dramatic sports flick. Reese likely saw the news, blinked twice, and immediately started plotting her next Twitter response. This wasn't just about losing a teammate, it was about losing a loyalist. In the Reese universe, that's practically grounds for exile, and let's be clear, Turner didn't just leave for any team. She joined that team. The team that just secured the most talked about rookie in WNBA history. The team that's about to be on every major network's primetime schedule. Was this a strategic career move? Or an unintentional masterclass in trolling Reese? Either way, Turner just walked into a situation where she can thrive, defensively locking down opponents while Clark drops logo threes on the other end. Meanwhile, Reese is left trying to spin this into another motivational saga, probably already practicing her next "they doubted me" speech for the cameras.
It looks like with all of these, they're working on a screen and roll with Brianna, and then Caitlin coming off of that screen and dishing her the ball.
If Reese was already teetering on the edge of a full-blown spectacle, Turner's move to Indiana was the final push. And predictably, she did not disappoint. The moment the news hit, Reese reacted like she just found out her best friend switched lunch tables without warning. Pure shock, exaggerated betrayal, and just the right amount of over-the-top drama to keep things entertaining. First came the cryptic social media posts, because of course. A few side-eye emojis, a well-placed LOL that somehow felt way more menacing than funny, and the classic subtweet that had fans scrambling to decipher what she really meant. Reese has mastered the art of making every moment about her, and this was no different. Within hours, WNBA Twitter was in flames, debating whether she was genuinely hurt or just stirring the pot for sport.
Working alongside Caitlin Clark and Brianna Turner, getting ready for the 2025 season.
Then came the playful jabs. Reese, never one to back down from an opportunity to keep the rivalry alive, couldn't resist letting Turner and Clark know she was watching. A few not-so-subtle jokes about loyalty, a mock sigh about people switching sides, and because why not, a quick reminder that she's still that player just in case anyone forgot. But let's be honest, this wasn't real heartbreak. This was Reese doing what Reese does best, making sure her name stays in the headlines. And once again, mission accomplished. Turner might be in Indiana now, but Reese? She's still running the most entertaining show off the court.
I was never in a rush, and my parents did a really good job of make sure, I have a good circle around me. It wasn't always about college recruitment.
And just like that, the WNBA fanbase had itself a brand new storyline. Because if there's one thing Reese is good at besides rebounding and stirring chaos, it's giving the internet something to talk about. The moment she let those cryptic tweets fly, the comment sections exploded. Some fans were in full popcorn mode, enjoying the show as Reese played the role of the jilted ex-teammate. Others were rolling their eyes, muttering about how she somehow managed to make Turner's career move all about her. Either way, everyone was talking. Of course, Indiana Fever fans wasted no time jumping in, hyping up the new duo of Turner and Clark like they just formed the next WNBA super team. Defensive powerhouse meets generational shooter? Yeah, Reese can stay mad, one fan joked. Meanwhile, Chicago Sky fans were split. Half of them tried to downplay Turner's departure, while the other half had to admit that watching their former player link up with Clark felt a little too much like betrayal.
Caitlin Clark workout, and this time it is with Brianna Turner, a new player for the Indiana Fever.
Sports analysts weren't far behind, gleefully fueling the drama with hot takes and what-if scenarios. Would Reese take this personally and play with even more fire the next time she faced Turner? Would Clark get dragged into Reese's ever-growing list of basketball beefs? And the big question, would Turner and Clark actually click on the court? Or would this partnership be nothing more than off-season hype? Regardless of which side they were on, fans knew one thing: the first Fever versus Sky matchup of the season just went from mildly interesting to must-watch TV. Because if Reese's reaction was this dramatic online, just imagine what's coming when they meet on the court. At this point, it's impossible to ignore what's really happening. Reese, Turner, Clark, and the entire WNBA are riding a wave of drama-fueled engagement that's turning the league into must-see entertainment.
Bree Turner and Caitlin Clark working out. So straight away, like you can see, are going straight to the basket.
This isn't just about basketball anymore. It's about storylines, rivalries, and personalities clashing in the most spectacularly public way possible. If anyone doubted that the WNBA was entering its own golden age of social media-fueled hype, well, here's your proof. Back in the day, player rivalries were settled quietly. On the court, in the locker room, maybe in a tell-all interview years later. Now, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok are the real battlegrounds. Every eye roll, every cryptic post, every subtle dig becomes instant content, dissected by fans and analysts alike. And Reese? She's got this game figured out better than most. She knows exactly how to keep herself at the center of the conversation, even when she's not the one making moves.
There is nothing that makes me more confident that Bree Turner is going to be successful with the Indiana Fever than her.
But it's not just her. The entire WNBA is leaning into this moment, and honestly, it's about time. With young stars like Clark, Reese, and Turner bringing their own brands of flair, the league is becoming something the mainstream has to pay attention to. There's history being made here, new rivalries forming, old narratives shifting, and a level of engagement that's pulling in fans who might never have watched before. This isn't just about one off-season move or one dramatic Twitter response. It's about the WNBA fully stepping into its next evolution, where the basketball is elite, the personalities are unfiltered, and every game feels personal. And with the way things are shaping up, this season might just be the most entertaining one yet.
One of the latest signings for the Indiana Fever is Brianna Turner, man. Her signing is definitely causing quite a bit of a debate.
And that's the beauty of all this. Whether it's Reese's animated reactions, Turner's unexpected move, or Clark just existing as the league's biggest magnet for both praise and pettiness, the WNBA is thriving in ways that go beyond just basketball. These aren't just games anymore. They're full-blown spectacles packed with drama, history, and just the right amount of social media spice to keep fans glued to every second. What's coming next? Well, if you think Reese is just going to let this slide, think again. The first time she faces Turner and Clark on the court, you can bet she's bringing every ounce of energy, every side eye, and maybe even a little extra accidental contact just to make a statement. And let's not forget Clark, cool, composed, and probably already crafting the perfect response that'll be delivered through a dagger three-pointer rather than a tweet.
It's pretty clear that Brianna Turner, I think, is going to fit in very nicely with the Fever.
So, here we are, another chapter of WNBA drama that's somehow equal parts basketball and reality TV. And honestly, will Angel Reese turn this into her ultimate revenge tour? Will Brianna Turner and Caitlin Clark become the league's new unstoppable duo? Or will Twitter simply combust from the sheer amount of petty subtweets flying back and forth? Let us know what you think in the comment section below. Oh, and don't forget to keep your notifications on, because knowing Reese, we're probably minutes away from another viral moment.